everybody, welcome back to my channel. Just continuing on the Race of Champions Lost Island event. And this, as I've said before, is mostly for people who are a little bit afraid of going, not sure what's going to happen, feel like they're too weak, feel like they can't do anything. So it's just going to give you a small amount of information from what I already know, because I have already been once before. I'm not like super knowledgeable on all of this, but I can give like basic information. Umbrous Darkness is really good at giving good information about this type of thing, and I'm sure that he will go through this Lost Island event again at some point. But I'm just a little bit of a top up, and I just do it the basic layman's terms, just nice and easy for those people who still struggle with getting to understand it. So anyway, we're still in the process of being, we've applied, we have been accepted, we have now been, I don't know what they call it, just hang on, I'll go on there. We've been selected, so we've had the selection period is being done, and we are now matched up with all these other people who are doing it with us. So if you actually look down the bottom here, it actually shows you your alliance, who you are and who you're against. And also each alliance has a colour. So if you look at ours is over here and we are blue. So underneath each alliance is a colour. So you can sort of see all the colours there. And each colour represents each alliance. So last time we were actually over here in purple, and yeah, it was a little tricky, that one. And I think actually where they've put us this time, or our alliance has decided to go, is an excellent spot. So I'm really glad they chose that spot as opposed to where we were last time. And the reason for that is because where we were in purple last time, the alliance that was here in the green attacked these guys, who then became alliance collaborators with these two, and then they fought against us, and we just had absolutely no hope against the pair of them. So we had them fighting with us and them fighting with us, and we just couldn't do it. So that's not to say that can't happen again, but it was very tricky. So now we're at selection period, which is we've been selected. If you go to this page, it can show you a whole pile of information that you might need to know. So if you go up here to season details, it will tell you everything you need to know. So you got your basic rules are all here, and I really do implore you to read it all if you can. And if you, I'm pretty sure that in every language, it's in every language, so you can understand it. If you don't understand it, the best thing to do is just to ask some of your more senior members of your alliance to go through with you. Then it just tells you about the fortresses, which are all the different things in the actual Lost Island event. So your fortresses are your Tree of Abundance, your wonders, your lairs and residents, and your tunnels and ferries. And these are the things where you are going to be most important. And I really cannot stress it enough that the little players and the players that haven't got like high fighting value, this is where you're going to actually really help out a lot. So these taking over these residences and lairs and stuff, you need every member that you've got to help take them over fast. And the more you have in there, the less resources all of you will go through. If you've only got like 10 players doing this, then they're going to go through all their resources, and it just doesn't end up being a fair game. So stick it out, because you do actually get some nice rewards. And although you do go through a little bit of resources, I'm pretty sure that most of your senior players will help you out and try and give you some advice on what to do. So I really do believe that this event cannot be won by just heavy hitters. So heavy hitters are so important in this, but the heavy hitters are not the be all and end all. So if you're a little player and a free to play player, You can play this game, you can help, and you can be part of it. You can gather, you can help take over these lairs and residences, you can help take your wonder, and you can be a really big help when we get to the Tree of Abundance. Because the key to this game isn't so much being strong, it's being relentless. So there's two very, very different things. Being relentless in this game is what's going to help you win. Because if you've got the stamina and the relentlessness of play, you're more likely to tire out the opposition. So that's the key to this game. So read all of this as well. And then you've got alliance gameplay. And this is just about what you need to do in your alliance, because in the early days or the first week or so, you're really just getting to know everything. You're putting out your ants out to nodes and stuff, and you're collecting resources. So my biggest advice that I can give anybody is, before you leave for this event, is to go around to all the dead hills and start collecting as much resource as you can. That's pretty much what I'm doing. The only problem with that is obviously you go through a bit of teleport, so just be smart with it. You can do really long marches, it doesn't matter. Just find a little spot somewhere and just start attacking those hills and just start getting as much as you can. It doesn't matter if it's 50,000, 100,000 or 2 million. It's just that relentlessness of gathering. If you can just keep gathering and gathering and gathering, you will get a lot. So obviously the most important things are soil, sand, honeydew, and your leaves. But most people will have quite a lot of leaves, except some of the earlier players, which the buildings require it. But some of the players are already at level 25, won't need leaves as much. But try and build up your sand. You really need to be at least 1G of sand, and more if you can. I'm nowhere near close, so I've got to go hunting in the next week or so to get as much as I can. So that's what I'll be doing. So, sorry, I'm drinking my coffee as I speak to you all. So what I really, really would like people to do is, and especially some of the heavy hitter players, you heavy hitter players have an obligation to your lower end players to assist and help them to be better players. Because if you just take over and you just go, nah, they're no good, they're this, they're that, you're never going to have a cohesive alliance. Cohesive alliances occur when you have many people all for the same goal. And they do not have to be powerful, they just have to be relentless. So please, heavy hitters, strong alliances, look after those little players. They will really help you out. So the other thing that you need to think about is just some of the gameplay when you first get there. Some of the most important things that you need to know is about clay and honor. So my suggestion is that I'm pretty sure Umbrous Darkness has something about honor and about which one you need to do. I'm going to see if I can find it, and I'll just pop it up now if I can. If it's not there, I haven't found it, but there is a little thing that will give you a little bit of an idea on honor and which buildings should you do first. So my suggestion is to do your pro rally unit, your alliance centre, and your troop tunnel, and your queen. And they're like your ones that you want to get up pretty fast. I think your Evo Fungi or Fungi or whatever you call the damn thing, I always get it wrong, is an important one as well. I have to get back into the game again because I have kind of forgotten a little bit, but they're kind of important things. But I will go into that a little bit more once we get in there, and you can follow me and I can hopefully help you out, because I'm going to put up as soon as I know it's going up. So if you want to follow me as I go into this event, absolutely. And I also would love to have some of your requests about what you would like to know, that perhaps maybe if I can tell you, I will try. So definitely you need to do honor, you need to do alliance towers. So this is how you move around your area. And clay is quite important. So clay comes from you doing all of your dailies. So if you're not sure what dailies are, if I go over to events, okay, you have I'll start again because I'm being a bit of an idiot today. Not events. Go down to your tasks, which are down here where the feather is. This is your dailies. Go to tasks, and up here it tells you, it's got all your shells, and here it tells you all the things that you need to do. You need to get to 500, but I think, excuse me, I think if I remember rightly, it's 400, or it could be 300 that you have to get up to in order to get your total clay for that day. So each member's clay is important. However, I do believe in this new game they have capped it, so it might not matter how many members have done it, as long as each member does their best to try and get there, because then it's capped. So that means that some people can't make more than others. So they're all very evenly matched. So everyone makes the same amount of towers every day, or uses their clay the same amount of time. I think they're trying to equalise it. So, but, some players might not be able to make all their clay that day because their players aren't playing. So the little players, you little guys, really important if you can finish these dailies off so we can get the clay, because it's the clay that matters. And just remember that it's R4s, I believe, can only be the ones that drop the clay to make the towers. So yeah, that's what I've got so far. So if I go back to Lost Island, yeah, so check all the details of it. You can go to the community, which can give you a little bit more information. And then you've got this check your opponents. You can have a look at all the opponents that you have. Although we've got the most members in ours, we actually have a lot of farm accounts. So, but the farm accounts are very active, so they can actually really help. I don't think we're the only ones with farm accounts. There are probably a few others. So you can see that we are going to be playing against some older zones, and a lot of those older zones will have heavy hitters in them. So you do have to be mindful of that. Okay, so what else do I need to tell you at the moment? I think that's probably about it. Other than just your rewards, it's a good idea to check all your rewards. You can get rewards for this. I really do think it's a great idea if you come along, because you will get rewards, and you can get these special ants, and they can make your hill a lot stronger. So you can click on each of these and it can show you all the different ants. And so if I look at the season special ants, and you can see all the ants will come up, and it tells you a little bit about them. So you've got universal shooters, carriers, and guardians. And these ants will be really, really helpful in your ant hill. I've got a few from last time, but I haven't got dupes. So I'm hoping that this time when I go to the Lost Island event, I get some dupes. I really would like my Predator. So I've got a Predator, so I'd like that one. And I think I need a dupe for my Crimson Fragger, which I'll get anyway, which I know I'll get, which is good. And this one here, my Golden Crystal, I need a dupe for that. So as you can see, I haven't got it here, so I can't open that 6th skill, and that 6th skill is really important. So these are the ants you get, and you can still get your normal ants as per normal. The big thing to remember is that everything's the same. Nothing is really different. It's just where you're going is different. And sometimes it's just nice to go somewhere different. A few different things, a few different critters. And I think it's a really good bonding place for you and your alliance. And I think please join in. really, really would love for like low end players and new players to join in these events, because it just builds your confidence up and everyone just gets on there and it just gives you something to do. So that's all I can really say for today, because we are not in the event yet. So we've still got 3 more days before we start, and then we're out there. So 3 days in counting, and then I'll be at the event and I'll be able to show you a little bit more. Thanks for supporting me. Thanks for coming along. I hope that I can help you. Please put down in the comments anything you want to know. It doesn't have to be about Lost Island. I'm happy to do other other videos on things that you might want to know. And I'm just talking more like basic stuff, for people who are just, starting out. So that's what my channel's all about. It's for those little guys just starting out, not sure how to play this, not sure what to do, and feeling a little overwhelmed. So take care, everybody. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye for now.